Here are the fellas. They're saying it's hard work today. They've got both wheelbarrows there full of large and small stones, and Capri and Abu have them in headpans on their heads. You know, it takes two people to get that over these guys, on top of these guys' heads. And they are carrying that. My neck would never do it. And these guys are energetic, and we're certainly grateful we have these guys, because without them, it would be so much more difficult. So that's where they're going. They're going right up to that house up there, right up there. So once they get their breath, they're going uphill right now, so it's a problem. So it's a challenge, and it's hot out here today. It's about 93 degrees, and they are pushing it, but you know, they're only 21 and 22 years old, these young lads. You know, I was a lot like that when I was younger. Not quite as strong as these guys, though. You know, they do all this stuff all the time. And they're certainly looking more and more muscular as time is going on, because they're doing so much hard work and heavy work. So, yeah, we'll see in a little bit. Oh, and by the way, here's Mr. Pudgy. That's Cecil's dog. And here's Mr. Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Hello, Ollie. Hello, buddy. They're sweet things. I'm so glad we have them. Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Demo Manor House channel here on YouTube. Always a great pleasure to have you with us. And right now we are up on top of the hill in the front side of the house, in the far corner of the new property that we purchased back here. And it's very rocky up here. No one's actually going to try and attempt to build anything here. It's just going to be too much effort to actually do it. But there is the house site right up there. Okay, so the guys were out here yesterday, and they were putting down land markers. They call them bacons here, and we just don't want anybody encroaching on our land here. And unless you mark it, there's always a dispute on where the line ends and where it begins. So, you know, take it for example, you know, this right here. This is well behind this is where our property ends, this way. So this is the actual corner. So you can see that they cleared out, and they're planting all in there. They got some beautiful palms here. They just need to be trimmed up. I might just have somebody come up here for 10 bucks. 10 US dollars, climb up all these palms and clean them all up, because they haven't been cleaned up for probably 10 years, because we've got to look at them. And there's a bunch of palms even on our property down in this area here and here. There's about 8 that are scattered in here that actually need to be trimmed up, so they actually grow better and have better form. But here is the bacon that we were doing yesterday, the land marker, where we put HCS in 2020. So that is pretty good. Okay, so we'll come in and trim off all these with the grinder, and those aren't going anywhere. We'll bust the boxes off, and it'll be a nice sturdy land marker for what we're doing. So I'm going to walk down here. Look at how rocky it is. I got to watch where I'm going. There's weeds and unevenness all over, so I'm sorry about the jump on the camera. I wish I had my selfie stick. I walked up here without it, but it's okay. I guess you guys are used to a little bit of jump on my camera. So there's the second one. HCS 2020. Who like Connor? Craig Savino 2020. So walking down, following the property line. That was 2. There should be 8 up here. I'm soon going to find out. I think I got all 8 yesterday with the markings. I lost count. I probably should have kept count. But there you go. There it is again. It's just 2020. That's 3. And this is all these plants in here. These are all peanut plants. They're called granuts. And they make granite stew, peanut stew out of it and all that. So, you know, it's an easy thing to grow, especially when it starts getting wet here. And they're quick growing. They don't take much maintenance. Here's the next one. This is number 4. HCS 2020. Okay, those are looking okay. Boy, it's amazing, this concrete. It just looks so pliable and everything. It's a messy thing, but man, when it hardens up, it's amazing stuff. That's why we're using so much. So that was number 4. I'm coming up on number 5. This one right out in the middle, right next to this dead tree. It's right on our line, and we're going to take it down and use it for firewood. Okay, so I don't want to see it out here. It's not nice, and we're going to do something about that. There it is, number 5, HCS 2020. So I'm looking down right now so I don't step on any of the plants. I don't want to be doing that, so we walk around them as good stewards and good neighbors, especially when we're right on the line. So that was number 5. Here's somebody's other marker that's right on the line. So we just left that one because it's theirs. This is number 6. There it is. HCS 2020. So pretty sturdy. We'll take off all the rebar. So walking into the bush here. That's 6. Let's see what we got. I've got my safety boots on and everything because you never know what's crawling around back here. I don't want any surprises. You just never know. And it's better to be safe than sorry walking up here in flip-flops or anything. I'm only doing that. Here's number 7. HCS 2020. And the last one should be down here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Oops, I went the wrong way, I think. No, let's walk around this way. There's the 8th one. Right past the rock. I was going the right way. And here's the last one. So, HCS 2020. Alright. So that marks the land, and from here, the trees, the tree line, you can see where the line goes right there and then goes right over the hill and all the way down and towards the well. So we haven't put up the bacons or land markers down there yet. We will eventually do that, but this is more of a sensitive area over here because this has got a little bit easier access to get. And if you're going to put a house somewhere up in this area, you know, if someone's going to put a house up here, you know, that is their prerogative if they want, but it's going to be behind that dead tree. It's got to be behind it. So they can't come in here and build anything, yeah? So it gives a nice open expanse area from the house up to that dead tree right over there. Right over there. Okay, so that is about it for this video right now, and I'll leave you with a picture. I'll bring it in a bit closer of the guys actually over there on the right hand side, right over here. They are working on the septic tank, the toilet area. So they're trying to bring the block up another 6 to be able to get it up to the lid height. And once they do that, then they're going to be moving around to the stairs. They want to be putting the pillars on the inside of the house that I forgot to put down, which are the 4 extra pillars on the inside of the house that are going to hold up all the pillars that you see on the inside to hold up the second floor. I overlooked it, I didn't do it, and now everyone's got to bend over and dig these holes and put it up bent over. It's a rookie mistake. I probably should have caught that on the first blocks when they went down, and even before we actually were doing all the 8-foot by 8-foot little pylons for the floor joists inside. I should have just made sure that those were down, but I overlooked it. Didn't think it was going to need it, but it's going to have a lot of weight, this roof, and we need to have a footer starting from the foundation area to run up, because it's got 2 actual big 12 by 12 square pillars that are going to be wood on the inside of the house, one on the first floor and one going up to the second floor, and we've got to do that. So that's about it for me right now, and we'll see you soon. See you. Bye for now. All right, there's Miss Hulai. She's picking up a shovel, putting the concrete with the stone in the bucket. So filling the blocks up with the stone and the concrete. So this thing is totally solid instead of just doing it all with concrete. You know, that's why we got a lot of extra blocks. So got Mr. Abu on this side and Makkah.
Now the right one. You see? Young. I said now the right amount.
So on this layer here, just like the one down at the bottom, I don't know whether you can see the spaces left down on the bottom of the block. So that's where the water's going to flow into the other side. If those happen to get clogged, what we're going to do is halfway up on this level right here where John is actually working, this fella, he's going to be leaving the spaces again on the block. So in case the water comes up, it will actually flow over the edge and down into the hole. So we don't want any of the excrement stuff flowing over the top, and in case it actually clogs it up down at the bottom. So I don't know why it would do that with all the water and everything, but it is what it is. So just trying to stay out in front of it. Miss Hula's got the Miss Hula, well done. That was a heavy wheelbarrow. Mr. Ali, he outgrew his collar, so the collar is actually on the little crypto, and he's collarless right now. So we're gonna have to do something about that. I think we just stick a bandana around his neck. That would be actually quite cool. We'll just sew it up really nice and tight around his neck. So we don't like our dogs running around without anything around their neck. Just as identification anyway. Not that we wouldn't know, but other people know that these dogs are being looked after.
Now behind the galeta. They'll be able to do like that. That's it. All right. Good.
Oh, I got your ear right in there.
Merci beaucoup. On pull the top line and chop. Sound
Right there for a straight line. That's what happens when you're really good at what you do. That is really good. This beautiful baby. Leave you with the view. See you. Bye for now.